individuals that are looking to pick up today, associated with MS-13.
Foreign terrorist organization.
Put your hands up. We see your hands. Don't move.
Drugs, guns, human trafficking.
Worst go first. We are, to no exaggeration, like we're legitimately defending America against like these foreign-born terrorists. Like today we have an operation going on. We have 6 different teams out trying to locate 13 different members of MS-13. Today's operation is going to be a crippling blow to their criminal network, and it's all thanks to the work of Immigration and Customs Enforcement and our partnership with the Department of Justice. The FBI came with some of these cases, and then some of our cases we have some leads from the DEA, the ATF, the United States Marshal Service. Like, it's a whole of government approach right now, and I can't tell you how excited we all are to be part of it. The amount of change that this is going to make locally here in the state, like everybody will be safer living in Maryland because of today's operation.
How much does a sanctuary jurisdiction impede your ability to do your job?
So I'll give you a really horrific example. So last Saturday, Prince George's County, which is one of only 2 sanctuary jurisdictions in the entire state of Maryland, arrested an MS-13 member with a firearm and enough narcotics to be considered, possession for sale, and they released him right back out on the street. I mean, this is not a guy who's going to go out and teach Sunday school. Like, this is someone who's going to go out and possibly kill someone, and at the very minimum, he's out there, spreading fentanyl, poison in our streets, trying to kill people through narcotics. Sanctuary jurisdictions that are doing that sort of activity are just creating more victims, and that's ICE's number one goal, is to stop the creation of more victims through these kind of criminal activity. I'm so proud of the state of Maryland. When I first started here in 2022, Anne Arundel, Montgomery County, Prince George's County, Baltimore County, Baltimore City all had hard sanctuary policies, and thanks to some collaboration, we've gotten a lot of those counties to come back on board with us. Baltimore City's come back on board with us for a while until the county executive left to go be a U.S. Senator. Prince George's County was working with us. So this thing that happened last Saturday with MS-13 being released, that's a new slide back for them, which is a heartbreaking thing to see. Montgomery County is a great example of what happens when a sanctuary jurisdiction decides to come back to the table and work with ICE. We came together, the county executive and I, we discussed it, we ended up coming back online, and I could not be prouder of a jurisdiction to see past the politics of it all and realize the amount of public safety difference that can be made. And in the little over a year that we've been back working together, Montgomery County has seen a 50% decrease in their violent crime stats. Like, that is a tremendous difference, and it's probably the largest, from a large county perspective, decrease in violent crime in the whole country. The men and women of the Montgomery County Police Department, it's a phenomenal police department, but not releasing gang members and sex offenders back into their community to re-victimize the citizens of this country, it really makes that difference of their violent crime stats. That's a great example just in Montgomery County. That is a county that is, it's very immigrant heavy. But I think one of the things that's really important to remember about this for counties that are considering sanctuary policies or that are sanctuaries, the number one most likely victim of illegal alien crime are other illegal aliens. So if they're trying to protect their illegal alien community, they should be working with ICE, because we will make sure that the criminals are the first to go. That's how we've always done it. Worst go first. And right now is a prime example of how we are prioritizing public safety, and in today's operation, national security. MS-13 is a foreign terrorist organization. They victimize more people in this country than Al-Qaeda or any of those terrorist nations. They are here victimizing Americans, and we're here to stop that. The officers' morale of ICE has never been higher. This is a time for them where spotlight is on, and everyone in the country now sees this kind of work that we do day in and day out. The tempo and the attitude has changed from being kind of pushed to the side, and to all of a sudden it's like, yeah, well, today we're out arresting 12 members of MS-13. This is work that we've always done, that the officers are now getting public credit for what the work they're doing. And it could not be more motivating to the staff to be out here all day, every day, making these arrests, making this difference to public safety. When you see a place like Montgomery County with a 50% decrease in violent crime, that's something that every officer here takes great pride in. Baltimore Field Office leads the country in the number of sex offenders arrested. And I'll tell you, there's nothing that we could be more proud of. For every one of those sex offenders that we arrest, that is one less child, one less woman who has to be in fear of being sexually assaulted here in the state.
How much of your day is spent like this waiting?
This is the majority, right? But that's all law enforcement
Yeah.
is. You know, they say law enforcement is long periods of boredom interrupted by sheer moments of terror. And that's no different from what we do to any like patrol officer.
So we've got some activity. Somebody came out, it looked like, and went back in.
Looks like they came out. Looks like they may have grabbed someone out of the car and then gone back inside. He lives at that house, but he's lawfully in status with his visa, so we'll head back to the house. And
Can you talk about the guy you got yesterday?
yesterday's operation was one of the more prolific MS-13 members on the East Coast. You know, is what we would refer to as like a shot caller or a click leader. He's a person of interest in a couple homicides here in Maryland. You know, thankfully we were able to find him, and he's been on the run for quite a while. So we were lucky enough. My officers are they're the best in the business of finding people that don't want to be found. So we were able to find him yesterday, scoop him up and take him off the street. Like it's definitely a win for the state of Maryland to have that guy off the street, so we can't, you know, further his criminal enterprise and that of MS-13.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Let me see your hands. Don't move. Don't move. Put your hands right there. Move it in.
Can you talk at all about his involvement, that there's actually a European connection as well? People don't realize MS-13 is global.
Yeah. So MS-13, you know, it's an international foreign terrorist organization. They're all over the planet. They started off in Los Angeles, but they are just, you know, as violent here as they are in Europe, Central America, South America, up through Canada. That is a virus that has spread through our society. Thankfully, the work that we do here at ICE, we're the cure to that virus.
Right across the street from that target's vehicle.
Oh, they got him! No way!
They have the right guy? Are you sure they have the right guy?
Okay.
Yeah, I got the right guy.
Let me see the order. Then Chapo.
All right, another one bites the dust. Let's go clean them up. We spoke to the homeowner. She told us that she was renting out some rooms. So we wanted to speak to the guy who was driving the truck, which is our target. So she let us into the common area, and then we were going down to knock on that guy's bedroom door, and he walked out into like the common area of the home. And as soon as he saw us, he was just like, "Oh yeah, I want to see a warrant." I was like, "That's too late now, man. You're under arrest." So we showed him a copy of the warrant that we had, arrested him, and as we were leaving, the homeowner was just like, "Thank you so much for getting him. Like I don't want bad people living in my house." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. You know, this guy's out hurting people, and you could be next."
Yeah, public service announcement.
Yeah, don't rent rooms to MS-13 members.
We're veterans and we're with you 100%. You need help, you let us know. I'll come out there with you.
God bless you, sir.
All right, you too. You take care.
These guys are out here every single day catching these bad guys, and we just got word that the MS-13 gang member that we picked up this morning looks like he's going to be charged with murder as well. It's scumbags like this, that these idiots that are out there burning the American flag and flying their own country's flag, that's who they want to protect, and that's who sanctuary policies protect. Thank God for President Trump. Thank God for Tom Homan. Thank God for the ICE agents and Border Patrol agents who actually put your neighborhoods first. Unlike these politicians that want to protect illegal aliens at your expense. And unlike these scumbags who are burning the American flag and demanding to be able to stay here. Screw you, go home.